and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long ass time since I've done a video. I think it's literally been over about 2 weeks now. I really apologise. I have had the craziest couple of weeks. I literally feel like I haven't had a minute to even film or anything, so I do apologise. I've literally, obviously, you know that if you'd watched my previous videos, last Sunday I ran the half marathon, Northampton half marathon, so I've been kind of training for that for the last few weeks, really training hard, and then I've been working, I've had to cover a lot of Saturdays at work, so I've been doing 6-day weeks. So I've just not had a minute to film. Yesterday was my last Saturday for 2 weeks, and then I'm back to my 1 in 3 a month. So I am so buzzed and so happy because I'm literally knackered. Doing 6-day weeks is so difficult. And obviously last Sunday I completed the half marathon. I was going to vlog it, I was going to put up a video, but it was just such a crazy day, and I was so there was just so much going on that I just didn't get a chance to vlog. I didn't really get any clips filmed, so I just thought I'm just gonna scrap that idea, don't do that. So that's all done now. So obviously I'm gonna be carrying on with my running, but I'm not in intense training at the moment. I'm just gonna be carrying on because I'm gonna do a couple more half marathons in the near future. So yeah, I do apologise. Obviously I haven't uploaded. I am really trying now to get back on schedule. I'm looking to probably change my schedule because at the moment I upload on a Wednesday and a Saturday, I think, but that's just not working for me. So at the moment, like I said in my other videos, it is just going to be as and when I can upload, but I'm hoping now it's just going to be a lot more frequent than it has been over the last couple of weeks. So thank you for sticking around if you have, and I'm really sorry. Yeah, so now that that's out of the way, today's video is going to be the first in a new series that I'm trying out. I'm going to be doing a sort of autumn talks video. So this is probably going to be a video every week, or maybe every couple of weeks, a different topic that I'm going to sit here and talk about. It's going to be so cozy. We're going to have the snacks. I've got my white chocolate chip cookies today that I picked up today. We're going to have the drinks. I've got a Nescafe toffee nut latte, and I'm not even joking, this smells insane. I can't wait to drink it because it smells incredible. So that is basically what we're going to be doing. It's just going to be a kind of series of cozy videos where I kind of talk about a different topic every video. So yeah, that is going to be the idea of it. So it's just going to be called CHARS Autumn Talks. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, which is probably why you've clicked on it, because I think this is only going to be to a certain there's only going to be you're only going to watch this video if you have read the book or watched the film. So obviously I understand that this video is not going to be for everyone, so yeah, it's just something that I wanted to do and that interests me, so I thought, why not? This video today on Autumn Talks is going to be about the After series, specifically the first book and the first film. So if you haven't read the book but you've watched the film, that's fine. You can still watch it. Obviously it's going to benefit more people that have read and watched the book because it's going to be sort of a comparison between the two. So if you've done one or the other, you can still watch, that's fine, but obviously you just might not get some of the references or some of the things I'm talking about. So I have read the book and watched the film. I'm currently halfway through the second book. So I'm absolutely loving it at the moment. It's actually a bit of a problem though, because I'll sit there and read, and I'll be reading for 3 hours, and I'm like, shit, I need to go to bed. So yeah, it's just one of those books. So I thought, I love the film and I love the book, so I thought, why not do a little bit of a poll on my Twitter to see what all the other After fans think of the book and the film, and the differences between the two. Obviously the film came out this year. Yeah, the film came out this year, so I wanted to see what people thought of the differences between the book and the film, because there are quite a few. So I thought I would do a Twitter poll where people could vote, and I'd see what the differences were, and then talk about my opinion on it. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Please also leave me some topics or ideas that you wanted me to talk about in this series, and I'll look into them. So yeah, if you've got any ideas, just leave the comments below or message me on my social medias, and let's get into the video. So make sure you got your snacks, make sure you got your tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever you want to drink, because this is going to be that's the vibe in these videos. It's going to be cozy AF. So let's have a look. So sorry, I didn't recognise my face. Okay. So I posted a Twitter poll to see if people would vote, and quite a lot of people voted, so I'm really happy about that for the first thing, because I was like, don't let this flop. So basically the first one I asked, so this for me is a hugely obvious one if you've read the book and read the film. If you haven't, you're not going to know any different if you haven't read the book. So my first one, obviously I put, it's a hugely obvious one. Hardin is a lot less of an arsehole. I use that word because there's no other word really. He is an arsehole in the book. He's a lot less of an arsehole in the movie compared to the book. So which one do people prefer? Because obviously in the first film, Hardin's very toned down compared to the book. Because in the book, he's literally like, yeah, he's just like completely toned down in the film to what he's like in the book. So I wanted to know which Hardin people preferred. So 56% voted for book Hardin and 44% voted for movie Hardin. So there's not that much of a difference, but book Hardin still won by a bit. So it seems that people do prefer him in his in the book form that he is. I personally prefer the movie just because I love the book. Don't get me wrong, there's stuff I prefer like in the book that isn't in the movie and stuff like that, but when it comes to Hardin, I just think in the book it's like, I feel like it's just so much, like he's just like, I don't even know how to explain, like when I'm reading it I'm like, oh my god, you're a dick, like stop being an ass. And like he's kind of frustrating in the book, but I guess that's another reason what makes you love the book and what makes you read on, because you get so involved with it. So I am kind of glad in the movie he's toned down a little bit, because I just feel like it's a lot, like it's just so much in the book where you're just kind of like, oh my god, just stop being a dick. So I do kind of like feel like, yeah, the movie for me, I prefer movie Hardin to book Hardin just because of that reason. Okay, so the second one I did, obviously there's a noticeable difference in the lake scene. So in the lake scene in the movie, we obviously see, I just want to say as well, I probably should have said this at the beginning, if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this, or read the book and you don't want any spoilers, please don't watch this video, because I'm probably going to let out some spoilers here and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. So I'd just say just start watching, start right now. So obviously the lake scene in the movie is a noticeable, if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of fans were raging at the fact that the book scene, the book lake scene is completely different to the movie. So the book lake scene, obviously, a lot more, on this one I'm not going to say a lot more happens in the book at the lake than it does in the movie. Like, you know, in the movie they kiss and there's a little bit of, you know, almost something that doesn't happen, but in the book it happens. So if you've read the book you know what I'm talking about, and they obviously took it out of the movie, so a lot of fans were like annoyed at that. So I asked people obviously what they prefer, the book lake scene or the movie lake scene. This one won by a mile. The book lake scene won by 80% and the movie lake scene won by 20%. So you could tell a lot of people were pissed. A lot of people were pissed at that. So if you're in like that kind of fandom, you know all about it, you know that it's been kind of like, we're hoping to get After We Collided. There's a lot in that book as well, and a lot of fans were worried that it was going to be the same, it was going to be completely like toned down with the sexualness, with the sex like things and all of that, and that we weren't going to get what's in the book. But it is obviously looking like we're going to get more scenes from the book in the movie, so that's all I'll say. Yeah, that one obviously, people were pissed. People were pissed. I'm not joking. It was literally like, because it's one of the, I'd say it's one of the best scenes in the book, and we were robbed. We were robbed, in all honesty. Oh, I feel like I need to have a drink now. I'm talking so much. When I get like really like talking about something that I really have a lot of opinions on, honestly, I just get so into it. I'm just like, I get lost. Oh, that is good. It's the toffee nut latte, the little like sachets that you get from Nescafe. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, I rate that. I think I'm also gonna have a cookie because they're staring at me. I'm literally feeling super cozy today, guys. Like honestly, it's like It's not cold out today, like it's actually, the weather's picked up a little bit, but it's still really like cloudy, like it looks like it's gonna rain. It's just, I'm feeling super autumnal and I'm here for it. Anywho, okay, moving on. The next one was another big winner. So in the book, the amount of hookups / sexual moments, etc. compared to the film, there's a noticeable difference. Some might argue that the book is too much and prefer the film moments instead, as they're more tame. So what do you think? Because the book, I feel like as well, they've had to kind of tame the film down a little bit, because in the book there's so much that goes on that the film would literally be like 4 hours long. So that's obviously another reason they have tamed down the film a little bit, because you'd literally, it would be like a 4 hour film, like long film. So obviously in the book there's a lot more like sexual moments, hookups and things than in the movie, to the point where they kind of are like together kind of thing. Like a lot more happens, a lot more things happen before. So I obviously asked which people prefer, the book has some moments or the movie has some moments, and obviously people have said book has some moments. 89% of you said book has some moments and 11% said movie. So it seems obviously that people do obviously enjoy more the sexual moments and hookups and all sorts in the movie, in the book. But like I said, we'd all love them to all be in the movie, but it'd be like 4 hours long. So for me, that's the only thing. Like obviously, if they could all be in the movie, then that'd be great. Like we'd be like living our best life. But I feel like it would literally be like so long on the film. So for me, like I get why they've done it. I think this is a hard one. I think I prefer the book moments, not the fact that I just think because of the book. No, I think I prefer the movie moments, just because in the book, like there's just so much, like you actually get whiplash. Like there's just so much, like it, like 1 minute they're like kind of, you know, they're having a moment, they're kissing, they're getting on thing, and then next minute they're having an argument, and I'm just like, oh my God. And then the next minute they're hooking up again, and like you kind of lose track. Like I feel like, yeah, you literally lose track. So I think the book makes me like just not go as crazy. Like, what the hell's going on? The movie, not the book. So my next one was a big one. The bet. Now, if you know what, I would literally probably say, like I've said it already, but if you haven't read the book and you want to, or you haven't watched the film and you want to, do not, or you haven't done either and you want to, do not watch the rest of this video, because there's going to be spoilers. So the bet. The bet in the book is obviously the whole taking Tessa's virginity. So I think that I'll tell you my opinion in a minute. Anyway, so the whole bet is Hardin taking Tessa's virginity. They bet him that he couldn't do it. So he's trying to win this bet. And obviously Bert falls in love with her, blah, blah. And in the movie, they changed it to the bet was to make her fall in love with him. So I asked what people prefer, the bet in the book or the bet in the movie. 63% chose the bet in the book and 37% chose the bet in the movie. I actually kind of guessed this was going to happen. I knew it was going to be the book, because a lot of people I've spoken to prefer the bet in the book. For me, it's the bet in the movie, just because I don't know actually, no, I don't know. I just feel like the bet in the, I feel like it's a more tame. It's just the bet in the book, I don't know, I'm just not that sold on it. I just think it was a bit too much. And another reason is because the bet in the movie is obviously so much, it's more forgivable. Whereas I feel like if they'd have done the bet in the book for the movie, I think it would have been, they wouldn't have been able, I don't know. I actually don't know on this one. Like, it's hard because I get what people are saying, like the bet in the book, it's a lot more exciting, there's a bit more to it. But I just feel like it was, I don't know, I have mixed feelings on it. I'm not sure about the bet in the book. Like, it's just a little bit like, ew, like, why would you do that? The whole like sheets and stuff with the blood on and everything, it's just like, it's a bit like, what? You can forgive, as a reader and as a watcher, I feel like Hardin's a lot more forgiven for the movie bet than he is the book bet. So I think I prefer it because, yeah, it's not as unforgivable as the book bet. That's probably why I prefer it, maybe, yeah. But I've got mixed feelings on that one. Okay, so another massive change was Tristan. So Tristan in the book is a boy, which is Steph's boyfriend, and in the movie Tristan is a girl. So obviously that was a big change, but I'm absolutely I'm here for it. Like, I think it's great. Personally, I like what they did. I like that they've brought that into it. So, sorry, there's someone just staring in my house. What are you doing? Personally, I think it's great. I like that they've done that. I like that they've brought that into it and made Steph gay. And yeah, I thought it absolutely worked. I loved it. So I obviously asked what people prefer, boy Tristan or girl Tristan. 17% chose boy Tristan, 83% chose girl Tristan. So it seems that everyone else kind of shares, like, most people share the same opinion as me. Yeah, I really liked it. Honestly, it didn't make a difference to me. It would have made a difference if Tristan was a boy or Tristan was a girl. But I like that they changed it and switched it up a bit and kind of had Steph portrayed as gay in the film with Tristan. It was a nice change to the book. So another one is that I did on my poll is, in the book, after another one of Hardin and Tessa's like multiple arguments, that's anything, there's literally so many arguments in the book that I literally get whiplash. I don't know what's going on. But I think that's what makes the book so exciting, and why like everyone loves, and why we all love it. So Tessa and Noah do actually get back together. Tessa and Noah actually get back together in the book after they've broken up, after he finds out about her and Hardin. They get back together. I asked, but obviously in the movie they don't. So I asked, what do people prefer? Tessa and Noah getting back together the second time or splitting up completely? So this one was quite close, but I still didn't actually think this one would win. So 60% chose Tessa and Noah getting back together and 40% chose them breaking up completely. So my personal opinion, like, Noah annoys me. so like, I'm glad they broke up. Like, get him out. I can't be dealing with him. I don't know why. He just annoys me. Like, just go away, Noah. Like, no, leave them alone. I don't know what it is. He just bugs me. I'm just like, Tessa and Hardin are just there. You just scurry off, hun. Go home now. Bye. Annoys me. So my personal opinion, I like the movie better because they split up completely and it's like, bye Noah, see you at the wedding, hun. Probs won't see you at the wedding though. But like, obviously part of me feels sad for him. I'm not like a bitch. Like, part of me feels sad because obviously Tessa, like, obviously basically cheated on him, and like in the movie it's like he comes I always say this to Nicole when we watch it, like in the movie, like he comes down to see her at college and then they're watching the movie and then he goes to sleep and she pisses off to flipping Hardin's house and just stays the night with him and stuff while her boyfriend's asleep in her dorm room. It's like, that's really nice of you, hun. Bravo. I get that, like, I feel sorry for him, but then it's like, so that's why obviously I like in the book, that in the movie, sorry, that then after that he's gone. Like, you don't hear from him, like, you don't come scurrying back trying to get back in. They obviously get back together and he's always showing up, he's there, and then he's like trying to shout at Hardin, like, it's like, actually, hun, you're gone now. Like, obviously it's sad that that's happened to you and she's done that to you, but it's done now. He's just a character that really annoys me. But obviously don't, like, I'm not like pro cheating, so don't hate on me. That is just a no-no. But he should just, you know, I don't feel like, as well, like, he like took her back in the book and I'd be like, no, don't do that. Like, don't lower yourself, like, leave her, bye, off you go. So I guess he's just got some traits that just annoy me. It's just like, yeah, like, just walk away, like she's cheated on you kind of thing. But yeah, I just don't rate him as a character, to be honest. But that's just probably just because I love Hardin as a character, so I'm just pro Hardin everything. I kind of ranted a little bit there. It's only a book, Char, it's only a book. Moving, that toffee nut latte, bloody good. I'm gonna have to have another one of them. Yeah, another one. In the film, obviously we see them move into the apartment before they do the deed. The deed. I sound like such an old woman. But in the book, they have already done it in Tessa's little dorm room bed. So which one do people prefer? And I was shocked at this as well. Very shocked. 80% chose the dorm room scene in the book and 20% chose the apartment scene in the movie. For me, it's the movie, just because, for two reasons. Obviously, if you read a book, I'm quite, like, obviously people who read a lot are quite good at like visualising scenes while they're reading and stuff anyway. So it's not so much like the scene because you can visualise it in the book anyway. But I just think like it was so much more meaningful in the movie, like in the apartment and stuff. They were both like, they were in the apartment that they'd both like been living at together. They'd just been to Hardin's dad's wedding and they were like in a good place, and it was just so much more nicer. And also obviously I think in the movie you knew as well that he wasn't doing it as part of the bet. Even though he was obviously trying to make him fall in love with her, at this point he wasn't, you knew he wasn't just gonna he wasn't doing it to win the bet kind of thing. Whereas in the book you kind of knew that, well, you didn't know at that point if you remember reading the book, but you knew that, obviously you just think, thinking back now, you're just like, it was just in her dorm, like it was just a bit like, nah. Even though obviously it was written amazingly, like it was written great and everything, but it was just not special enough for me. This really hurts my back, this chair. Literally, it just really hurts my back because I'm just sat on a stool. In the book, there's a tiny thing, a tiny little thing between Tessa and Zed. And I'll put in brackets, nope. So you know my opinion on that already. But it's not really played on at all in the film. So this one shocked me as well. This one was weird. No one voted for no Tessa and Zed, and 100% voted for Tessa and Zed. What? Like, where are all, I've never seen this. Where are all the Teds and Ted? Where are all the Ted? That's actually probably their shit name. Where are all the Ted shippers at? I haven't seen any, and all of a sudden they've come out in this poll. It's like, what the fuck? So, yeah, for me it's no. Like, I just don't, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for Tessa and Zed at all. I'm here for Hardin and Tessa, to be honest. That's just my opinion, don't hate me. The last one I wrote, this is kind of leading on from the question about Hardin being less of an arsehole in the film than in the book. But in the book they have a lot of fights, a lot of arguments. So I want to know if people like the fact that there was less in the film, or if they like the fights in the book. So I've asked for, so 60% said love the fights in the book, and 40% preferred the no fighting in the film. So I think people liked the excitement and the fighting and the not knowing whether they were gonna, are they gonna be fighting or are they gonna be making up kind of thing in the book. Like, that's the excitement of it. So I think that's why. For me personally, like I said, I like, I love the excitement of the book. I like that it's so on off. But at some points you're just, oh my God, what's going on? I've got whiplash. I don't know whether whether they're made up or whether they're not, or whether they're fighting, or whether they're gonna be having sex in a minute. Like, what the? And even though I loved it, like, that's the excitement of it, I'm just a bit, oh, it's exhausting. Like, I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, so I think, yeah, that's probably why, like, everyone does love it so much, like the excitement of the book, and that's the reason why I love the book so much. But I do prefer, in the movies, the movie is just a lot more mellow. It's a lot more tame and chilled out than the book. It's just a big difference. And obviously they know that as well, and Anna knows that. It is a lot different, but I feel like After We Collided is gonna be a lot more closer to the book. It's gonna be good. So buckle your seatbelts, Hans. After We Collided is gonna be fantastic. So that is the end of the poll, guys. I feel like I've gone into a proper rant, and I've only had one cookie because I've been talking so much. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really actually enjoyed this. I get really passionate when I'm talking about something that I'm passionate about. I get really like into it, I want to get my point across. So yeah, if you want to see any more videos, please leave me some topics that I can talk about in the comments, or go follow, I'll put it here, go follow my Instagram for my YouTube. This is not my main Instagram, this is my Instagram that I use just predominantly for YouTube, so go message me on that, go and follow me. I post a lot on there about videos I'm uploading, any polls that I need help with, or for videos or anything. So yeah, definitely leave a comment below or message me on one of my socials to tell me what topics you want me to talk about. So yeah. If you haven't, I would just say as well, if you haven't read the book and you haven't watched sorry, and you haven't watched the film, go, if you like that kind of thing. If you like 50 Shades of Grey, I'd definitely go and read this book and go and watch the film. Go and read these books, they're insane, they're so good. I think Anna's a brilliant writer, she's amazing. So definitely go and watch the film as well, it's really good. And After We Collided comes out next year, so you got time, you got time. So, I'm not really sure what my videos are going to be doing. This is obviously going to be up, and then possibly my house tour video, because not this week but next week we are redecorating. So my idea is to get my house tour before house tour up, so you can see everything as it is before we redecorate. So I need to do that really before next week. So that's probably going to be the next video, I'll say, but I won't say it in stone, because I don't want to say like my next video is going to be a house tour and then it's something completely different and you're like, Shah, you okay, hun? So that's probably what it's going to be. 99% sure that's what it's going to be. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please give it a huge thumbs up if you have, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.